SMT Nation, we back. Nation, I want to discuss this topic that I came across a Mike Dano article that I thought was pretty interesting. Let's put the industry in scope. You have T-Mobile, Verizon, and AT&T, right? These are the big carriers. We can throw Dish in there too for the sake of this argument as well. In this discussion, it's really about which carrier is going to offer a unique satellite connectivity option. Basically, can you connect to a satellite if you don't have terrestrial cellular coverage from your carrier? AT&T's pretty far along. T-Mobile's got making some progress, right? We know those two companies have a strategy. Dish is probably best positioned for that because of EchoStar, right? And that's basically, their brother, sister company, whatever. But Verizon doesn't have a public plan. They haven't announced anything that is definitive on how they're going to address this. Is that good or bad? Should we be concerned about Verizon's position relative to this topic? Let's discuss it in today's video. Link for the article in the description. Also in the description, the real SMT Buy Me Coffee link. If you want to support your creators, you can use the link for the real SMT Buy Me Coffee. Keep the SMT caffeinated and motivated. There's other ways to support us too. Check them out. They're all in the description. And don't forget, if you're looking for a good deal on wireless service, the Green Fox can help you do that. And with the savings on your plan, you can spend the money on something else. mintmobile.com/Sneed. Deflation promo pricing still active. Take advantage while it's still there. Switching is easy. They'll ship you a SIM card really quick, or you can activate on eSIM. Use our partner link. It's in the description. Okay, so does Verizon need a phone to satellite strategy? So what it boils down to is T-Mobile's got SpaceX, AT&T's got AST, and both of them seem to have some sort of a publicly announced plan on how they're going to be providing backup satellite service when the cellular network isn't available. Okay, so, both of them are doing testing. Both of them have had, public, announcements of sorts. And while Verizon does have a partnership with Amazon, with Project Kuiper, you don't have much of a definitive plan that's been publicized. So there might be things in the background, but they have not made it publicly clear and indicated when to expect it, how it's going to work, and what they're going to do. So it appears that Verizon is going to wait. Maybe they're waiting on developments from Amazon. Maybe they're waiting to see if there are other satellite players who can fit the needs of what Verizon wants to do with a backup cellular plan. Now, Verizon's, partnership or deal agreement with Amazon has to do with, connecting tower sites that are very out of the way of fiber optics, to maybe give them some backhaul, some connectivity. So that exists, and that's promising. It tells us that something exists there, and it leaves the window open for an opportunity for advancement within that relationship. But clearly, they seem to be playing the waiting game. So Dish, they could probably launch this, connect this D2D service pretty quick. T-Mobile's on their way, and so is AT&T with AST, and I think they're probably the furthest along, but Verizon's kind of in the background. And I kind of ask you guys, first of all, why do you think that is? What do you think Verizon's doing? Are they playing the waiting game because there's not much return of investment on this? Do you guys think it's because they're waiting to see who's going to do it best for them, right? They're going to kind of play the field and play their options? Or do you think it's just not that important? Sometimes I feel like that might be the case. I don't know if people are going to switch from Verizon to T-Mobile because they have SpaceX connectivity. I don't know if people are going to leave Verizon because they've got AST connectivity, and that sort of thing. I just don't know if it's there. And actually, when I read through the article, the market analysts, the experts say that we're talking about a market, satellite connectivity with respect to these D2D emergency alerts is $100 million industry. Well, that's not much for an entire industry, right? And that's just emergency alerts. That's not, indicating true data services, right? You'd be talking about just calling, basically, and texting, worst case scenario. So it's an interesting article. It's a good read. You guys can check it out, but tell me what you think. Is Verizon smart to wait? Do you guys think Verizon is just waiting for the best thing? Do you think they're just not interested and unmotivated by the returns? Love to hear what you guys have to say on this. You all the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.